here today protesting Chase Bank because they are the world's #1 investor in fossil fuels. They were the #1 investor this year and the last 3 years. They are 10% of the total investment in fossil fuels. They lead by 30%. They invested $196 billion in the last 3 years since the Paris Agreement. That $196 billion is almost $179 million per day. $7 million per hour, destroying our planet and destroying our futures. This is a century after Exxon's own scientists recognized that emissions from fossil fuels cause climate change. This is with knowledge that the Arctic ice is on track to be gone in 30 years. This is in the midst of a 14-year oil spill in the Gulf. They're the #1 banker of tar sands oil, Arctic oil and gas, ultra deep water oil and gas, LNG, coal mining, and second only to Wells Fargo on fracking.
This is a public location.
They're the lead funder of Enbridge, Trans-Canada, the companies behind Line 3 and the Keystone XL pipeline.
Please call the police and let them know.
And these pipelines are being built on indigenous land and on sacred sites. The companies are responsible for countless spills, leaks, explosions, mass environmental degradation, and severe human health impacts and even death. Enbridge owns a lot of the fossil fuel infrastructure in Rhode Island, including in the port of Providence, where there are some of the highest asthma rates in the country. And while Chase Bank predicts another stock market crash in 2020, it is not planning for the crash or preparing for the impacts on investments at 2 degrees of warming. Chase is not accounting for the wildfires that have doubled in impact in the last few years, or flooding that will triple in 10 years, putting much of Rhode Island underwater and causing New York and Boston to go underwater, costing billions, if not trillions of dollars in damage. Chase invests in the climate crisis with knowledge that climate disasters has cost us $650 billion over the last 3 years, and a prediction that we will be spending $54 trillion worldwide by 2040. This bank is toxic. Its assets are toxic, and its impacts to human health and the climate are dangerous. And that's why people are wearing hazmat suits, to demonstrate the grave danger of Chase's entrance into Rhode Island, with this being the first of 8 planned branches and part of a push of 90 new locations across the nation. Boom!
Chase is toxic.
Chase is toxic. Chase is toxic. Chase is toxic.
Chase is toxic. Chase is toxic. Chase is toxic. Chase is toxic.
So we are here today because we can get in the way of Chase Bank. We can stop this. We can follow the lead of cities that have caused their governments to divest in fossil fuels, and colleges that have divested in fossil fuels, and we can stop putting our money in Chase Bank, and we can let the people that we love know that they shouldn't bank at Chase either, because we want to share a livable planet and a livable future. We want to grow old together, and that's why we need to tell the people that we love to not bank with Chase. Woo!
Don't bank with Chase. 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 Don't bank with Chase.
Hey, ho! Chase Bank has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho! Chase Bank has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho! Chase Bank has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho! Chase Bank has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho! Chase Bank has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho! Chase Bank has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho! Chase Bank has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho! So I'm gonna say, what do we want? And you're
Yesenia. So today, one of the first things we're going to do is we're going to have speakers. We're going to have people sharing their frustrations with what Chase is doing, with how they're being affected by climate change, and why we need to put a stop to this. And after that, as we're doing this, we'll be flyering so we can bring more attention to the public, so everyone can be aware of the atrocities, of what's happening, of what Chase is doing, of why it's wrong, so we can stop them. Also, we'll be chanting and we'll be singing to show how passionate we are about this. So I'll hand it off to Nicole now.